You have no idea how happy it makes me to be in a jumper and a beanie right now. Oh my gosh, we're getting into cooler weather. Good morning you guys and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new here. My name is Kayla, aka the girl who not. Today's vlog is going to be a little bit everywhere and everything, I believe. And we are starting off with a really fun pattern test. I was going to say pattern design, but it is a very cool pattern design, but I am pattern testing this pattern design. It is this super cute Bilby pattern by Crochet by Rhi. This is actually her very first pattern ever, which is insane because my very first pattern was about this big. And hers is like a full-sized plushie, and it is so cute. She has absolutely smashed it. And if you don't know, a bilby is like a very cute mammal here in Australia. It is celebrated around Easter. This is something that I don't really know too much about, if I am honest, which, like, poor Australian that I am. But apparently it is a very celebrated animal here for Easter. It's like our version of an Easter bunny, apparently. I don't know where I was for that. I'm here now, so that's all that matters. If you don't know, Crochet by Rhi is Rhiannon, and she is another YouTuber and crochet content creator here on the internet, so you should check her out if you haven't already. And I basically saw this pattern and I just thought it was so cute, and I just really wanted to support her in her very first pattern. So we got chosen as a pattern tester, thank you Rhiannon. And when I looked at the colors of a bilby, so pretty much all bilbies are pretty well grey. And we know me, and I do love grey, don't get me wrong, but I really did want to make a brown one. Are we surprised? No, I really need to venture out into colours at the moment because my gosh, I am just like all earthy tones. The main colours of this bilby are brown, or your main colour, pink for the nose and the inside of the ears, there's white for the little tips of the hands and a part of the tail, and then black for a bit of the tail. What I'm using for the black and white I think is just going to be Honey Bunny, but for the main colours I'll be using my friend's yarn, which is Patti's Plush from Patti and Bango's place. This colour is Wombat, I believe, if my memory does not mistake me. And ZaddyCrafts, really good Chenille in the colour Sweet. I just think these are going to be super cute together. I do have a bit of a worry, which I might end up changing out the pink yarn later on, and that is just because when you're making the ears, you are making two separate pieces and then crocheting them together. And this yarn, the thickness is quite different. I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I worry that the inners of the ears are going to come out much bigger than the brown, and then it's going to be a bit weird to crochet together. So that might be a quick change out I might need to make, but we will build that bridge when we get there. I actually did start making the pattern last night, so let me show you what I did. So we have the head finished. How cute is it? The pattern did ask for 15mm eyes, but I only had 16, so I gave it little eyelids to make them a little bit smaller, so it wasn't looking too like out there. But how pretty are the colors together? I love it. And then I got all of the little feet done. So these ones are the back legs, and then we have two little front legs. This pattern is made to be pretty low, so all I have left to make is the tail, which I have started, I just haven't finished it yet, and the ears, and then the body. So with the body, we'll crochet in all of the legs and the tail. So we are making good progress. Fun fact, I am actually like super busy this month, and I didn't really have time to be doing a testicle. What? A testicle? Oh my gosh. Words. To be doing a pattern test, but friends, you know, you gotta support them, and if I have to crochet day and night to get this done, I shall. And with that being said, let's go crochet the rest of this bilby. Ninu is now all finished, and look how adorable she is. She's all finished. I ended up using the Patti and Bango's Place Patti's Plush for the brown, and the pink is from ZaddyCrafts. It did end up working completely fine in the ears, so that was a win. And she also has her little tail on the back. She does work up relatively quickly for how big she is. I ended up finishing her in a day or two, maybe. That's a push though. I was able to create most of the parts in one sitting and then just finished it off, crocheted in the arms, legs and tail, and then just had to sew on the head and the ears. So simple. This is a super fun pattern test, and another big thank you to Rhi, who is the designer of this pattern. Once again, first pattern ever. Like, she did so well. I'm not 100% sure the date of the release of this little guy. I will include it and I will link it down below when it is out. I think she's just so cute and perfect for Easter. Hello. So the last time that I saw you guys was releasing my safety eyes, and we now have some orders that we can pack together. Thank you to everybody who bought safety eyes from me. This was by far my most successful drop that I have ever done, which is super exciting. I have almost sold out of my Night Fury and my Light Fury eyes, which makes me excited to think that everyone's making Toothless and Light Fury at the moment. Speaking of that, the first order is for Rhi, and she was the one who asked me to make Night Fury and Light Fury eyes. She got all 25mm eyes, 3 in Night Fury and 1 in Light Fury. Next up is Arige, I believe is how you pronounce it. I am so sorry if I am butchering it. They got all 30mm eyes. So we have Orchid Safety Eyes, Hibiscus, and Light Fury, and a pair of Night Fury and a pair of Walnut. Next up is Hala, which I'm still not sure if I'm pronouncing right, but they were my very first international order the last time I did some orders, and I'm going to be fully transparent with you guys. Hala ordered a pair of Walnut in the 25mm, and I have found when painting safety eyes, sometimes if you get the ratio a bit wrong, it can really struggle to set, or it does set, or it seems like it's set, and then it will end up cracking a few days later. And this unfortunately did happen with Hala's pair of walnuts. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It is a very slight cracking. I ended up emailing Hala with a photo of them and just to explain how the cracking sometimes happens, because I didn't want to send them all the way over and risk her not liking them. There is a set missing because it is this set, because I am just waiting for her to get back to me on whether she wants a refund, whether she's happy with them, or whether she wants a different color of 25mm eyes. But other eyes that they got were my last set of Amethyst eyes, which is actually renamed from Night Fury, and a set of Hibiscus in 30mm, and some 20mm eyes. We have Night Fury, Light Fury, and Soleil. Next order is from Logan, which is actually going to be another international order all the way in the US. They also got a set of Raven, a set of Hibiscus in 25, and Candy Crush. More 25mm, a Night Fury, a Light Fury, and a Soleil. A set of 20mm Mana, and then they got a bunch of 14mm, so we have Mana, Botanicals, Magnolia, and Orchid. And this order from Kerry is officially my largest order that I have ever had to date, so thank you, Kerry. They aren't in their little pouches yet because I'm wanting to make a reel with them, okay? If we are honest and friends here, so that will be fixed. I'm gonna have to take a deep breath for this one. First up, we have 2 pairs of 30mm Candy Crush, a pair of 30mm Dracula, and a pair of 30mm Night Fury, another pair of 30mm Night Fury, and a pair of 30mm Light Fury, a pair of 30mm Botanicals, and a pair of 30mm Fatal Kiss, another pair of 30mm Light Fury, and 2 pairs of 25mm Light Furies, 2 pairs of 25mm Candy Crush, and a pair of 25mm Walnut. And last but not least is 2 pairs of Night Fury and another pair of Walnut, all in 25mm. I believe altogether that was 17 pairs of eyes, which is just wild, and I can't wait to see what everybody creates with their eyes. That was the last order, so I'm going to pack them all together and get them on their way to their new homes. Thank you again to everyone who supports my little safety eye small business. It really means a lot, and I get so excited when I get to see what you guys create with these. To say that this has been a week is the understatement of the year so far. I don't overly remember what I updated you guys with last, but we have been without internet now for around 8 to 9 days. It is making everything so much more painful than it needs to be, and it's just making running this small little business that much more difficult. But I do have a very exciting project that we are going to start together, and that is a new custom puppy dog order. The puppy that we are making for this order is unfortunately no longer with us. This makes it a super special order. Every dog order is very important and very special for me, that I get to create a plushie that represents a very special member of the family, but it means just that much more when the animal is no longer with us and I get to make a little memory of them. So this puppy is named Lyra, and she is a Border Collie cross blue heeler. I will insert a reference photo for you guys. I did ask for any markings or unique features of Lyra that she wanted me to replicate in the plushie, and the things that were noted were her spotty socks, her face little markings, the white tip on her tail, her brown eyes, and her floppy ears. The owner and I went back and forth about different yarns and different ways of making the spotted white features of Lyra. I did think about, I think it's called Tweed from Banat Blanket, and it is a white with grey speckled. However, the owner only wanted the puppy to turn out the same size as the dogs that I make in Honey Bunny. The alternative option I provided was that I manually spot on yarn like I have for a previous greyhound I believe I did with a merle coat, and the owner was happy with that option. So I did already have an Aussie Shepard pattern, which I have made a Border Collie in the past. The pattern is by OnAWhimCrochet. I will link it down below if you're interested in the pattern, and let's get crocheting. We are at roughly the halfway point, and I thought I would check in with you guys to show you how Lyra is going, and isn't it so cute? As I said, I have made this pattern before, but this is actually using ZaddyCrafts, I believe it's called Brave, the black color, and it is my first time working with ZaddyCrafts yarn. It is very slightly bigger than the Honey Bunny, so I don't know whether it's because the pattern, the dog, is coming out bigger than what I'm used to it coming out. But the first time I made this head, it looked like a light bulb, is the best way that I can explain it. It had the pointy nose and then it sort of came out this way. I don't know if I altered the pattern last time I made it, maybe I did. I ended up remaking the head and I took out a few rounds just to make the shape a bit more, you know, cohesive. no, consistent with the reference photo of Lyra. So that is how she is looking. I went through and sort of straightened up the white line in the middle, gave her some brown eyes. I don't know if you're going to be able to tell on camera. And then of course just did white around the eyes to make them stand out a bit. The little floppy ears. I love the ears in this pattern. They're just so cute. All that's left to make for Lyra is the forelegs and the tail. I will then attach them all, and then I need to go through and do some grey spotting on the white areas. So we will see how that goes. Fingers crossed, because I always get really nervous doing the spotting, but at the end of the day, it is just yarn, and if they don't like it, I can always take it off and readjust as many times as they need me to. So yeah, I think she's turning out really good so far. I don't know why this beanie really doesn't want to sit well with glasses, but I do have black yarn, so I should make myself a beanie one day. But I have finished Lyra and I thought I would show you. Here she is. Isn't she the most adorable little thing you've ever seen? I am obsessed with her little spotty socks. How cute are they? This is the final version of her. I did have her finished, but with a few less spots on her face and her chest. And when I sent it to the owner, she just asked that I add a couple more, so I did. And she is now happy with how the plushie is looking. I had no other notes for the rest of the pattern. It was so good. I just am so obsessed with how it came out. Also, the first time using ZaddyCrafts yarn, and can confirm it is just love. It definitely turned out bigger than my other plushie that I made with this pattern because of the yarn, and I just absolutely love it. It's so soft, so cute, and yeah, I'm just super happy with how she came out. All that's left to do now is to package her up and send her back home. I'm so excited for her to go home. I just love these creations. They mean literally so much to me. And I just feel so blessed to have made such a special item for someone. So we're going to package her up and send her on her way. I also do actually have a really exciting weekend coming up this weekend. At the time of filming this, it is actually Friday, and tomorrow is the Australian Yarn Show, I believe it is called. I didn't go last year, but I really wanted to go this year, and when I found out my friend Morgan was going to go, I was like, please, can I tag along? Morgan is a friend that I made at the last Crafty Cinema Day that I went to, and she is just so sweet. Very talented knitter. She did start with crocheting, but I believe her main focus now is knitting. She does have a YouTube channel, which is Morgan Unraveled, so make sure you go check her out and follow her there. She has very cozy vibes, which we love. But yes, she mentioned in a vlog that she was going to the yarn show, so I wanted to tag along, and that will be tomorrow, so I am so excited to go and see. I don't think the yarn is going to be very amigurumi friendly in the way of plush yarn, but as I am making my cardigan and I will be making beanies soon, I'm kind of wanting to get into the wearables life. And I feel like this would be a great place to learn about different yarns, and there seems to be guest speakers and lots of different market stalls, question mark. That's super exciting, and that will be tomorrow morning, afternoon, and then after that my partner and I have decided to go to the sunflower maze that's here in Canberra. I am so excited. If you don't know, sunflowers are by far my favorite flower ever, and I believe I saw that they were doing this last year, but we just never got around to going. And one of my biggest goals this year is to actually go out and explore Canberra more, especially during autumn, because I really don't think I got to experience autumn very well last year. And here, compared to Newcastle, all the trees actually change colour and it actually feels like autumn here. So that's something that I wanted to experience. And in looking at the weather, it looks like Saturday afternoon is our best bet. So I'm super excited to go. It's going to be such a fun weekend. So I will include any footage that I take here. And that is where I'm going to leave today's video. I hope you guys have enjoyed coming along with me for another week-ish in the life crocheting with me. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out and I appreciate you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day or night wherever you are in this big wide world, and I hope I get to see you in the next video. Bye!